plate is 1847 Rogers Brothers. From Hollywood, International Silver Company, creators of 1847 Rogers Brothers Silver Plate, presents the adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring young America's favorite couple, Ozzie Nelson and Harriet Hilliard. It's breakfast time as we look in at the Nelson household at 1847 Rogers Road. Harriet and little 5-year-old Ricky are already at the breakfast table. Ozzie and 8-year-old David pardon me?
8.5.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, David. Ozzie and 8.5-year-old David are expected momentarily.
David! Here I am, Mom. Breakfast is ready. Isn't it a wonderful day today, David? Sure is, Mom. Move over, Ricky. You can go out and play just as soon as you finish. Well, and you can have a nickel for an ice cream cone. Oatmeal again, huh, Mom? And what's wrong with oatmeal? It's nutritious, tasty, healthful, and bodybuilding. Wonderful for a growing boy. Well, then Ricky can have mine. He's got further to grow. Ricky's practically finished with his breakfast. Enough of that nonsense now. I got the oatmeal. I'm so healthy now I can't sleep nights. Oh, say, I almost forgot. I bought something yesterday I want to surprise your father with. What is it, Mom? A vase. A what? An antique vase. I bought it at an auction sale. Here it is. Jiminy, no, not that. David, what's the matter? What is that? A vase. Just a vase, that's all. Oh, I thought it was full of oatmeal. And, gee, I bet that thing could hold 1,000,000 pounds of oatmeal. Oh, David, don't exaggerate. The vase is only 4 feet tall. Oh, here comes your father. I'll put it right in the middle of the table. Surprise him.
Good morning, good morning. Wonderful morning. I've got an appetite like a horse.
You've come to the right place. We got oats. Shame on you.
And what has my beautiful little wife got for breakfast this glorious morning? Let's see. Oatmeal.
See? Ozzie?
A beautiful, nutritious, tasty, bodybuilding oatmeal.
You really like oatmeal, Pop?
Oh, do I? Yum, yum, yum.
There you are, Mom. You won't have to throw it away after all. Oh, David, stop acting silly. Here's your orange juice, Ozzie.
Oh, thank you, dear. Gee, that orange juice was good.
Well, why shouldn't the orange juice be good? Here we are in California, where the oranges grow.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't California a wonderful state? Where else can you put your hand out the window into your own backyard and pull it back with 2 or 3 ripe gophers? What's wrong, David? You usually laugh at those funny things I say.
Well, Dad, you already gave me my allowance this week. Come on, you two. Breakfast is getting cold. Hey, Mom, Pop hasn't even noticed the new vase. Never mind, David.
What was that?
Nothing. Only I'm afraid you aren't very observant this morning.
What do you mean?
Well, haven't you noticed anything different?
Noticed anything?
Ozzie Nelson, sometimes I can't help thinking you're just like a man.
Well, as long as there's some resemblance.
You mean to say you don't notice anything different?
Different? Oh, of course, your hair, and I love it that way, too. You should wear it that way more often. Would you pass me?
I haven't done my hair yet this morning.
Sorry. Oh, of course, that dress. Oh, it's lovely, dear. Beautiful. When did you get it?
April 1941. Before I go, I'll give you a hint, Pop. It's on the table.
On the table?
Yes, do you like it?
Something on this table?
Yes. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Gee, I'm sorry, dear. I can't see a thing. Unless it's behind this. What is this?
Well, it happens to be an antique vase, and it's just what I've been talking about.
Oh my. Harriet, where did you get this vase?
Yes.
You found it in a tomb of an Egyptian pharaoh.
No,
You want it in a box of Cracker Jack.
No.
Am I getting warm?
A little.
I give up.
I bought it.
That I never would have guessed.
And, honey, it only cost me $10. Isn't it beautiful, Ozzie?
Now, Harriet, let's be sensible about this, shall we?
You don't like it, do you?
Well, frankly, dear...
Ozzie Nelson, it happens to be a beautiful vase.
Beautiful. Harriet, let's face it. The guy who designed that made a mockery out of crockery.
Well, it so happens that that vase belongs to the early American period, around George Washington's time. It could have a very romantic history. George always brought fresh flowers to Martha. He might have used this vase for that.
Well, he might have used the vase for that, but I heard he chewed a lot of tobacco, too.
That's very funny. But you may as well get used to it, because I've decided to redecorate this entire room using the vase as a central figure.
Why, Harriet, let's be sensible. Why do over an entire room for that old vase?
It'll improve things. For example, I'd like to get rid of that easy chair over there by the fireplace.
But, Harriet, that's my favorite chair.
Oh, Ozzie, it's so shabby.
Well, I know, but gosh, it's taken me years to get that chair just the way I want it. Why, that chair has the same shape now that I have.
You're not kidding. You and the chair dragging in the same place.
Well, I happen to like things just the way they are.
Oh, Ozzie. You're all finished breakfast, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, Gloria. Gloria.
Did you call me, Mrs. Nelson?
Yes, I did, Gloria. We're all finished breakfast in case you want to clear away the dishes.
Gloria, what's your opinion on this? Don't you think it's a little silly going into an extensive redecorating project at this time?
Well, personally, I think very definitely that it... Would you mind repeating the question, please?
Well, let me put it my way, Gloria. Don't you think that things should be changed every so often?
Oh, yes. And dipped in Lux, too.
No, Gloria, Mrs. Nelson was referring to furniture and room decoration.
There seems to be a difference of opinion as to this antique vase I bought downtown. Have you seen it, Gloria?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Gloria. I just got it yesterday. You know, you can pick up some really nice things downtown these days.
Well, I try, but I guess my whistle doesn't carry.
You see, Ozzie, Gloria thinks it's a pretty vase.
Oh, yes. I think it's a beautiful sight.
Well, I give up. To me, it looks like a huge bottle of beer.
Well, to me, that's a beautiful sight. I better get at these dishes. I'll see you later.
Honestly, though, dear, don't you think it'd be better to wait till it gets a little cooler before we do over the room?
Oh, certainly. We don't have to do it right away. In fact, I'd like to shop around a little first and get some more ideas.
Well, in the meantime, why don't I take this out to the storeroom in the garage and give you a chance to forget it, to think about it a little more?
Well, okay, but be sure and go out the front way with it. The grass is wet in back. You might slip and break the vase.
That's funny. I was thinking the same thing myself. Rearranging furniture, antique vases, women.
Hello, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, hello there, Emmy Lou.
What have you got there?
Well, this is an antique vase that Mrs. Nelson bought. I'm taking it out to the garage to store it.
You mind if I look at it?
No, go ahead. Although you look so young to suffer.
Just what kind of a vase is it, Mr. Nelson?
I don't know, Emmy Lou. I think it's a Grecian urn.
What's a Grecian urn? What's a Grecian urn?
It depends on where he works. You get it? What's a Grecian urn?
Yes, I get it. It's pretty hot today, isn't it, Mr. Nelson? Can you carry that vase down the steps without dropping it?
I'm afraid so. It's a fine time for David's roller skates not to be here.
Oh, I saw David swap his roller skates to Bobby for a hammer.
I could use a hammer now, too.
What are you going to do with the vase?
I don't know.